Hey everyone, it's Marie here again, and it's October, so that means I get to show you the October Glimmer Kit from Spellbinders. Now it's these gorgeous leaves that you can go ahead and glimmer a frame on your cards with. So if you're excited to see these cards today, make sure you give this video a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's get started. So here is the Glimmer plate from Spellbinders this month. It makes sort of a half frame, so you're going to have to go ahead and glimmer this twice if you want the full frame, and I'm going to show you how to do that. You also get these two really fun fall sentiments. It says hello pumpkin and happy fall y'all, so I thought that was cute. And as always, you get a roll of foil with your Glimmer kit, so I'm going to show you how to put this all together. So I'm just going to go ahead and arrange my Glimmer plate at the edge of my A2 size card. So this Glimmer plate does fit your regular A2 size card, so that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm just arranging this on the edge of one of the sides, and I'm going to go ahead and tape it down, flip it back like a little hinge, and then I can put my foil underneath it. Now to cut my foil, I'm using this new foil cutting system from Spellbinders. It's a little cutting mat that you can put down, roll your foil out, and then you have these straight guides that you can put over the top. You get two little blades here. I'm using the one for foil, and there's also a blade for paper. So you can use this cutting guide to cut out little strips of paper if you want to cut on those cut those strips out and then stamp and emboss them to make little sentiment strips. You can do that as well. So now that I have my foil cut, I'm going to lay it down onto my card front, put it where I want it to go, and then just flip that Glimmer plate back over that foil. So the little tape here is kind of acting as a hinge so that I can get my foil and my plates exactly where I want them, and then I can go ahead and glimmer. Now I'm putting this down onto my Glimmer machine. The plate is down and it's upside down so that the plate can heat up. And then as you glimmer it, you're going to want to put your little sandwich on top, so you get two shims that you put onto there. And I also added my own little cardstock shim. I found that I needed just a little bit more pressure when I'm glimmering, so it's actually a instruction sheet from a past Spellbinders Christmas kit, and it works great. So you're going to put that on your Glimmer machine, push the button, and once that blinking light is solid, you can pull out that whole platform, run it through your die cutting machine, and glimmer your cards. So I've got this first side glimmered here. I'm going to carefully peel it up from the Glimmer platform. It is going to be hot, so like what I like to do is take my tweezers that comes with your Glimmer machine, and it's got a magnet on it. So I just like magnet that plate, pull it off carefully, and then I put it down onto my glass mat. There's also a little rubber mat that comes with your Glimmer machine that you can put it on, but I find it cools down really quickly even on your glass mat. So here's the first side glimmered. It's really pretty. I love those leaves, and I'm going to go ahead and glimmer the next side. I just went ahead and put my plate back down on the other side like I did the first time, lined it up with the edge, lined it up with the other leaves, glimmered it, and I'm pulling that plate off for a second time, and this is going to create a full leaf frame on your card. So I'm carefully peeling off my tape. I don't want to rip any of my cardstock or pull up any of that foil, but you can see how beautiful this is and how well it foiled on even this craft cardstock. So since I have my frame all done, I want to go ahead and add some color. So I'm using some of my Nuvo alcohol markers. Now since I am doing this on craft cardstock, it's not going to blend quite as well as if you did it on a smooth or a Nina Solar White cardstock. So I'm using colors that are very similar, so that even though the color is not going to move around a little bit as well, the colors are still going to blend because they're so similar. So I'm putting some of the darker colors towards the center and then coloring it out with some lighter colors, and you can see here it maybe doesn't look quite as well blended as it would on smooth cardstock, but you still get some really fun color. I did take some towel and wipe away some of that extra ink. I don't know if that completely works because some of the alcohol ink did stain some of the foil, but you really can't tell very much, and if you're careful to stay in the lines, you should have no problem. So I've got that all colored, and I'm going to add the sentiment. Now I'm taking some of these foil pieces that I used for the foil frame, and I'm cutting out the centerpiece because I want to reuse that for my sentiment. I don't want to waste any of my foil. So this little centerpiece here, if you cut enough, you can cut a piece that will accommodate the Hello Pumpkin sentiment. The Happy Fall Y'all was a little bit too big, but I was able to get this Hello Pumpkin on there, and it just looks so cute. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to tape that down. I'm going to run it through my Glimmer machine, have it heat up on the platform, and then run it through my die machine to press that foil into the paper. And then I'm going to get a really fun foiled sentiment. So here is my card all foiled. This is basically my card. I would take this card front and go mount it on a card base, but I want to add a few more things. I want to kind of embellish with some stickers and some sequins. So I'm taking some Nuvo Midas Touch. This is just a gold sparkle pen. I've squirted some out onto my glass mat, and I'm just using my cap to kind of flick some of this gold onto my card. Now I'm trying to keep most of my splatters on top of my leaves here, going around my sentiment because I want it to stay with that sort of frame kind of look. So I'm kind of just splattering around the edges, and once I had my gold on, I thought it needed just a little bit more color. So I'm taking an Aqua Flow pen, and I did not squirt any of this out. This is some dark some really dark watercolor. So I'm just splattering a little bit on right from the brush tip, and you can see enough comes out just with that. I didn't want to put too much onto my card. Now this is the color, I think it's Black Cherry, so it's sort of a really, really deep reddish color, and I thought that went well with the whole theme of the fall card here today. So I'm just splattering that on the same way I did with my Nuvo Midas Touch. I'm just using the cap to kind of put some splatters and speckles. I let that dry a little bit, and then I'm adding a whole bunch of sequins all around the frame. I just wanted this to be really shiny, festive, glittery. So I'm putting some Fun Stampers Journey Gold Friendship sequins and some other just clear sequins all around the frame. I'm adding some larger ones, some smaller ones, just give a variety of size, and just adding some of this fun sparkle. So that's a look at the October Glimmer Kit from Spellbinders. If you're interested in any of these products, make sure you check out the description box below. I'll have links to the products as well as a blog post where you can go see more photos. Otherwise, that's it for the card today. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, comment, share, just do all the things, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!